Ford Super Duty digital display. Hey everyone, I'm Jason Gillette. I do tech tutorials, video walkarounds, and all things automotive. And today I wanted to do a quick tutorial video on the digital display in the Ford Super Duty. Now this happens to be on one of your more basic kind of work truck ideas. I mean, whether you're in an XL or an XLT without the big fancy screen that goes all the way across. This is for the more simple screen, and hopefully it gives you a little information on how to run through it. So as you can see, we've got this one right in front of us. I also happen to be in a cabin chassis F-550, but rest assured most of this is still going to go across the platforms from a 250, 350, 450, 550. There's going to be just a couple little things extra. This also happens to be a diesel, so this is particularly good for a diesel setup, but the gas setup doesn't look much different either, so it should help you either way. Just running through, up in the corner, that's outside temperature. I've got it set on the digital speedometer. That is the direction we're facing, which is north. And then you can see the odometer. This is a brand new truck, so 15.2 kilometers. Yeah, I got it set in metric right now. We could set that to imperial and see miles if we wanted. We're also going to be playing with these buttons here. So we've got a menu button, up and down, an OK toggle, and a back switch. So the first thing I'm going to do is just hit the menu button. And when I do hit the menu button, it's going to ask me a couple of things. So the first thing it's going to say is select screens. And so if we go into the select screens by hitting the OK toggle, then I can decide what screens I have showing to me all the time. So right now I've got digital speedometer, I've got trip 1, I've got driver assistance, which is on this model, it'll be lane detection will be the only thing. We've got fuel economy. I don't have tire pressure pulled up. I've got measurements for the transmission, engine, and other measurements. There is a comm screen option that I've got turned on, digital speedometer, and those are kind of the ones I have. So now if I hit the back button, it's going to back me out of that. Then I can go down to the next thing, and again, this is in the first menus items, into truck info. I go OK, I go into truck info, and I can go into some different things here. So let's just start off at the top. So because this is a cabin chassis and it is outfitted with dual fuel tanks, if you're looking for where to go for your dual fuel tanks, this is where you go. And you can see the front and the rear fuel tank are on. Now, if I just start hitting the down button here, it's going to actually just bring me through to the next screen. But I just want to show you, if I go back, what those screens are. So engine hours, off-road status, and seat belts. I could just hit the down button while I was in fuel tank. It'll take me down, but we'll just go into each individually. So this is engine hours. You can see this is brand new. It's got 0 idle hours, and there's 2 total hours on the vehicle. Go down again, off-road status. This is just going to show us some information. It's going to show us our PSI. It's going to show us angle of approach, angle of descent, side to side, wheel articulation, and tire pressures. And then we back off the back and we go into seat belts, and this is going to show us what's buckled up. So I actually have all 3 seat belts buckled up in the back for no reason whatsoever. And you can see I'm sitting in the front with no seat belt buckled. So. And then if we back out of this again, so that was truck info, we go down to towing. Now this, there's no trailer hooked up or anything. There's not even a hitch included on this particular cabin chassis. But if you had a hitch or anything on your truck, you can go into trailer information. You can set up a trailer. Because this doesn't have a hitch, it's not letting me go in there, but you would go in on anything that had a hitch. Trailer light status. You can go in, and if you have a trailer plugged into the wiring for the lights and whatnot, it'll show you the detection. We can go into towing status, and this will show you what my trailer brake controller is set at. So we've got a trailer brake controller just down here, and you can change your gain with that. You can see right now it's set to 5, and if I start pressing that gain negatively, you can see that we're taking the gain off. And then you can again just see what degree the front and the back are at, and angle of articulation for your steering. Back out of that one, and we go down to engine brake, and this is kind of neat. So this shows you when you put your exhaust brake on, which is this button up here, and that's for a diesel truck. Obviously, if you have a gas model, not going to have the engine brake. When it's using the engine brake, it'll show you how much of the engine brake is being applied. I'm just turning that on so you can just see what that engine brake on looked like, so it doesn't really affect the gauge. And that's it. That's all you've got in that menu. Back out of there, and then you can go to vehicle maintenance. Vehicle maintenance, I mean, engine air filter, it shows you since you last changed it. Engine oil life since you last changed it. diesel exhaust fuel fluid gauge. So if we actually want to go in and see what our fluid gauge looks like, and we can go in and look at that. Again, this is for a diesel. And then DEF info. So this is giving you the range that it thinks you're going to get out of the tank of DEF. This one's almost full, and it's showing us we're getting about 9,000 kilometers, which is the equivalent of, I think, like 7,000 miles. Now this can change, because if you start towing or working the truck harder, that DEF range is going to go down. But yeah, that gives you a little bit. And then exhaust filter, when we press down, this is kind of the expansion of those screens. We go down, so it shows the exhaust filter is 0%. And then tire pressure, and you can see my back tires are at a little bit of a lower pressure, a couple of them. So we've got some wonky tire pressure going on, but that's where you go to see what you were at. Back out of that. And that's basically, kind of all your screens that were in that menu. The one last one is settings, and settings has almost nothing in it. It's really kind of funny. In the settings screen is only neutral tow. So if you want to go into it, you have to do some parameters, some preconditions, but you can then flat tow the vehicle if you need to tow it somewhere. Okay, so we're backing out of all those menus. And then we're back to that digital speedometer. So if we don't hit, see those 3 lines there? If we don't hit the 3 lines here, which is the menu button, if we just hit the down button, we can start going through, and so you can see trip 1, you can see driver assistance. And if I hit this lane detection button, it'll show me lane keeping system on or off. And then we can go down here, we can see our fuel economy. And if we press and hold this button, hit the OK button and press and hold, it'll reset that, and then that's just your average fuel economy. Go down one more. These are measurements, and so with the measurements, if we hit the OK button, and I love how they've done the measurements, so you can actually see the degrees that they're at. We've got 3 measurements there, 3 more measurements there, and then 3 more measurements there. So you don't have to go into all those special menus I was in before to see your DEF level or see your particulate filter level. You can just go into measurements and have that brought up on the screen, which is nice. Go down one more. This is calm screen. So this shows us just a little bit less information. Nothing in the middle. Maybe you don't like it showing you anything. And then we go down one more, and we're back at the digital speedometer. And so again, you saw what screens I have programmed in here. If I go into that menu button again, we can go into select screens, and we can take off some screens if we want. Maybe we don't want driver assistance. We find it kind of useless. It didn't show us a lot of information. We didn't like calm screen. Calm screen it's not something we would keep it on. We're not going to use those. Really, we just like to see fuel economy and measurements. Now, when I back out of here and I go back, when I'm toggling down, you're going to see less screens. So now all of a sudden, we don't have a calm screen, and we don't have the driver assistance screen. We just have these basic screens that we want to see. So okay guys, well, hopefully that gave you a little bit of information on this driver display. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Do me a huge favor and click subscribe to this video, or this channel. That really helps my channel when you do that. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, hit that bell icon. You'll be notified every time I make a video. And if you have any questions or comments about this video, feel free to throw that in the comments section. I'll get to those right away. Thanks, and have a great day.